Me and a girl were chatting yesterday about relationships, about love, and she's recently got in a relationship. And she was saying that this guy is not giving her any space and any time to really miss him. And I said, do you need that time to miss someone really? So you actually value the connection, value the love or whatever more? And she was like, yeah, I do. I need that time away to actually miss him because he's giving me no time to miss him because he wants to see me all the time and he wants to do this all the time. And it really reminded me of me in the past where I was in that same position around a similar age where I was trying to give way too much and I would overcompensate because I wasn't truly okay in myself and I wasn't truly happy in myself, which was a mad time really and a beautiful lesson in general. But the message is going to truly be in this video, I'm not going to waste his time, is you got to give a girl time to miss you. You got to give people time to miss you because a lot of times when you're around something too much, you stop valuing it as much. And this can go for everything. This can go for all areas. When you spend too much time around people, you don't value it as much as when you're away from it. And we also got on the topic of, she was asking me, how much would you want to see a girl if you're with her? And I said, if I had a girl, I'd probably want to see her 2 to 3 times a week. Of course, it varies sometimes. Let's say you go on a holiday for a week or whatever, but I would want to see her 2 to 3 times per week. I wouldn't want to do too much because I want that directing energy into myself. And I would say the actual connection and time that I spend with that girl would be a lot more better because of that. And I would give a better version of myself to that person because of that. And I just want you lot watching this to actually be careful with your time and don't give way too much time to a girl or to a person all the time. Let her miss you a little bit. Let her actually think, actually, what is he doing? What is he up to? I bet he's working. I bet he's doing this. Because at the end of the day, they like that idea of thinking of what you're doing, what you're going about towards, what you're trying towards. They really like that. They really enjoy that. And they always love like speculating in their head what's going on and chatting with their friends and all this. And in a weird way, they like that little bit of drama, which is crazy to think. They do like that drama. And I come on from a different perspective, really, like from a lot of these channels online. You have like the really red pill, and then you'll have like the fucking softies who say stuff for women and say everything they want to hear, so they might be able to get them and they might be able to fuck them. You have them channels, and then you have the red pill where it's like, don't show no emotion, don't show any of this, and it's all like a strategic game with them. But I like to go on the middle perspective where you actually have that real connection. You actually have that real love, but you also need to be logical and smart as well with this. And the issue is when you get in love or when you have love for a person, like I felt before, you just want to really overdo it and let them know how much you love them. Let them know how much whatever's going on and all this. And it's a very beautiful emotion, but it can absolutely fade your judgment. It can absolutely fade your judgment. Let me get a bit of water one sec. It can absolutely fade your judgment, which isn't necessarily good. It can fade how you view yourself, and it can almost fuck up your judgment. You are acting in a way that isn't really you. You're acting in a needy way where you need this person, need this person, need this person, but you're neglecting yourself. The weird thing is, over time, it gets a bit crazy. With a lot of these people, it gets a bit crazy because the girl stops really liking that guy because she knows pretty much everything about him. And I'm not saying don't spend time with her. I'm not saying that, because there's people online who say that, and that's just the most stupidest bullshit, where you're not even experiencing the real beauty of a relationship. You're just fucking, basically. Some people want that. Some people do want that, but it's not the main thing, really, because at the end of the day, you want someone who's loyal, who's respectful, and all this. But you do want that girl to miss you. You do want her to think, what is he up to? What is he getting up to? Where is he? And all this. And you do want that distance a little bit, so she actually has time to miss you. Because let's say you are around a girl all the time. Let's just switch the perspective a little bit, because obviously, guys, we view things differently anyway. We're genetically hardwired differently, don't get me wrong, but you view things completely different. But let's say you are around a girl every day. Every day. Let's say she's literally around you all the time. You're living with her proper and all this, and you're doing all this. Subconsciously, you're not going to view them in the same way, and you're not going to be as excited to see them when you're around them a lot. And let's say you see them every day, quite a few hours each day or whatever, and you do similar stuff. After a bit of time, you're going to get a bit fatigued. a bit fatigued, a bit almost fed up, and you need time away from them. It's like with everything. It's like with all different people. It's like, let's say your family. When you're around your family too much, you get a bit fed up of them. And they're like your blood and everything. So at the end of the day, you need that distance, you need that time, you need that actual time for you to miss someone, for them to miss you. Let's say you saw your friends every day. You're not going to value that friendship as much. But let's say you saw your friends here or there once, twice a month on a proper like night, and then you actually do stuff or whatever. You're going to value that a lot more. Obviously, like say text or calls in between, but you're going to value that a lot more. I find that distance could almost help your relationships a lot. And this goes for all areas, friendships, love, all this. And I just want you not to keep this in mind. I don't want you not to make this mistake, because I can see that this relationship's going to fall apart with these people. And this is a mad judgment to say, it's whatever. No one knows who they are, so it's fine. But I see that it's going to fall apart. And obviously they don't know I've got a channel, so it's okay. And I can see it's going to fall apart for the same reasons that mine fell apart before. And it's a similar way. But you can't let one of these things just fuck yourself up. You can't let love fuck yourself up, because it's very important for you to have a calculated manner and be smart and be actually logical with this stuff a little bit, and just kind of understand how would they perceive it. If you're a girl and you're around a guy all the time, you're not going to perceive it as fun, are you? All the time. He's there. Not going to. And you need this judgment. You need distance. You need distance with everything. And it's a crazy thing to say, but you do need distance. You need distance in love. You need distance in all different relationships, families, friends, all this. And even let's say a relationship with working out or whatever, which isn't really a relationship, but let's say you're in the gym or whatever, you need distance, because then you truly value it. And that's what I found with everything. You start to value stuff when you don't have it all the time. And that's a beautiful thing. A relationship is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And you do need to be careful with who you get with properly. But you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to draw this person away because you see them all the time, when you could literally just spend a day here, and it would just ease things a little bit. Then you see each other again, and then you're a bit happier to see each other. This is the thing. That's the thing. I find that when people see each other all the time, it fades out, and it's what I've seen with pretty much everyone. Pretty much everyone around my age. I'm saying around my age and a bit older, because obviously the old generation's a bit different. Like my parents' generation or whatever, they're very different, because complete different time, whatever. They actually stay together, them relationships. The more time they stay together. But our generation, how easy it is to cheat and all this stuff, especially on the women's side. And let's say if you're a guy who's in shape and got money and got a bit of status or whatever, it's very easy to cheat. But at the end of the day, you need to be smart with this stuff, and you can't just let this stuff consume you and fuck you up and ruin you and just give way too much to someone. You can't let them not miss you. You got to let them miss you a little bit in this day and age, which is mad. I don't mean be rude. I don't mean be disrespectful. I mean, just give her time to think about you a bit. Give her time and just ease off a little bit, you know? Ease off a little bit. And then when she sees you, she'll be a lot more happier, and you will give a better version of yourself to her. She'll give a better version of herself to you. And that's going to be a true message in this video. If you lot want to get in shape or achieve a version of yourself that you're proud of, shoot me an email, reallouis23@gmail.com. Thank you for all the love recently, and keep watching. Subscribe, like, all that bollocks, share it. Thank you.